go. There we go. It says we're live. All right. It says we're live. So live from the Crossroads of America. Talk show about guns, politics, or anything else that crosses my mind. Answer questions from the audience either in the chat or by email at rickslifeasiseeit@gmail.com or spottedrick@gmail.com. I have a Patreon page, PayPal, and any other stuff is all in the information section below. That's for the YouTubers. That's the only one I do it on anyway. So there you go. Let's see. So I got that out the way. Let me check my chat here. First in the room today was AR Guns, then Gun Loving Grandpa. Then who else do we have in? Patriot in the Dark. MK is here. Jerry Parker. There we go. The Gun Snob is here. So people are starting to get in. So, all right. Let me introduce my panel to you from the good old state of New York Outcast.
Good evening, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for having me.
Good. Then we got the one and only, the man, the myth, the legend, Patriot in the Dark.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Does it sound any better?
It sounds okay. It sounds a little better.
You're going to say that anyway.
No.
Yeah, it's perfect, man.
Whatever you did before you disappeared last time, you sounded pretty good, actually. I don't know what button you pressed, but you sounded good. Then you went off air. So I don't know what that was. So,
It's Rob's fault. I'm sorry.
Is. Well, anyway.
Glad to see you back.
Yes. Anyway, I'm going to give you the long. We can pass up 15, 20 minutes just on this hilarious. Well, I'm looking at the funny side. It is serious. Okay. Tuesday afternoon, I was doing the dreaded housework, dusting and picking up the cat hairs and everything. And I'm a big guy. I know that and everything else. So, I'm walking around. So I'm exerting myself and I'm breathing heavy because I can't breathe. I've never been able to breathe properly through my nose, even as a kid. I always breathe through my mouth, so I sound loud. Anyway, I sat down in my recliner to take a break for a few minutes. As I'm sitting there, my arms, I thought either my blood pressure is going sky high or I'm having a heart attack. When you have a blood pressure test and they put that band around your arm and pump air to it and it gets tighter and tighter? Well, I had that feeling on both arms, like they were pumping it so tight it hurt on both arms, right across the front, right up here on my back. Oh man! And I thought, oh shit! And the pain went after about 2 minutes, and I felt a little lightheaded. But I finally, because I was exerting myself, I finally calmed down to my regular me, and everything was fine. I got up to do some more housework. Goddamn! Within 10 minutes, I was back in the recliner. The same thing again. And so I thought, oh shit, I'm having a heart attack. So I called my doctor. And he said, I can't see you today, but I'll see you in the morning. And that's why I didn't have a show Wednesday night. Because I wasn't sure what was going on and what was happening. Well, anyway, I finally got to the doctors. They run an AKG on me. Their machine broke down, so I had to wait for them to fix it. And they finally done all that, and he said, everything looks okay. I told my doctor my symptoms, and he said, let me talk to a cardiologist. That one of the top doctors, how you pronounce the word. Right? He said, I'll be right back. He comes in. He goes, yes, I spoke to him. We're gonna send you over to his office, which is about a half hour away. He said, can you make it? We really want you there. And he does too. So I drove over there, got in, saw this heart doctor. He's looking at me, talking to me, checking my chest out. And he goes, oh, by the way, besides the issues you're having, he says, you got a heart murmur too. Just by listening to me. I said, okay. But he says, he said, small problem. He goes, he ran a few tests on me. He goes, with your new hips and, you know, and your bad back, he said, I'd love to do a stretch. I'd love you to have a stretch test. But he says, I don't think with your back you can do it on a treadmill. He goes, we can chemically induce the faster heartbeat, you know, by injecting you with some stuff. But he said that might, you know, shock your heart. So we don't want to do that. And I thought, oh, great. You know, I'm dying now. He goes, I want to go straight for, he goes, I want to do what they call it, a catheterization of the heart, where they pump and dye into your heart to see if there's any blockages or anything. And he said, we're going to do that. And he said, you got 3 outcomes here. He said, either your symptoms aren't caused by your heart, he said, or you're going to need a stent, or you're going to need heart surgery. He said, that's going to be the 3 outcomes. He said, I want to see you. He said, I'm not in the office, Thursday or Friday, I think he said, or was it, or did I see him Thursday? No, I saw him Thursday. He said, I'm not around tomorrow. He goes, I'm on call at the weekend. He said, I will do this procedure on Monday. He said, the hospital will call you with what time they want you there Monday morning. He says, take it real easy this weekend. Don't do anything strenuous whatsoever. And he said, if you do, he said, call 911. Get it. He said, because I'm the heart doctor on call at the hospital this weekend. I thought, great. Anyway, so that was late Thursday. Friday, yesterday, I waited until 4 o'clock, and I hadn't heard a damn thing from anybody. So I called the doctor's office. The office is now closed. I called my doctor's office. The office is now closed. And it's all due to COVID. They're all closing early. Jesus Christ. You know? So I said, oh, shit. So I called I said, what do I do now? So I called the hospital. So I called my cousin and said, think I should call the hospital? She goes, yeah. She said, it might be a good idea. She said, wait a couple of minutes. She said, wait about 10 minutes. Then call them. I said, okay. So 10 minutes go by. I'm about ready to make the call. My phone rings. It's my cousin. She said, I called the hospital for you. They said you should have been called. They don't know what's going on, but you will get a call in about 10 minutes. So I got a phone call from the hospital, but it wasn't the cardiac department. It was some receptionist. She goes, I don't know why you weren't called or anything. She says, we see your name on the list, but there's no time for you to be here. It looks like he has an appointment at 7 to do one. He has an appointment at 9 to do one. So she goes, I'm assuming it would be 11, but she said, it's not my job to book them, or because I don't know how it works up there. She says, I'm just going by, the 2-hour gaps. I said, okay. She said, well, they might call you later on, late tonight, because sometimes they work late. And I said, okay. Well, now it's 10 minutes past 3, and I still ain't heard yet. So I don't know what in the hell is going on.
Wow.
So he tells me not to stress over the weekend. And what am I doing? Stressing because I don't know what's going on. I mean, I thought, Jesus Christ.
By any chance, can you get a second opinion while you're waiting? Whether it's another town or anything, just out of curiosity. Not saying anything bad about the doctor.
Saturday afternoon or Sunday, I can't.
All right, I'd like if it comes out to be
not unless I go to an urgent care or emergency room.
All right. I think before it comes to major surgeries, a second opinion is always a good thing. Obviously, if you have the time, personally.
Yeah.
Not saying anything's funny, but I'm just, before you go through all that, make sure it's not just because that's what they do and they want to get paid and blah, blah, blah. Because I've seen that happen quite a few times.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, not only that, I mean, I got the thing here. What he wants to do is it's called a left heart catheterization. He wants to do a coronary angiograph and a left ventricle graft. I think that's how you pronounce it. That's what he wants to do on Monday. He said he can do them all while I'm in there at the same time. So, I checked. I mean, because that lady, what she did say at one time, she said, well, they might be having trouble with your insurance. Well, after she said that, I called my insurance. And my insurance said, nope, you're under Medicare, you're covered. So she said, she said, oh, she says if it's outpatient, you're going to have to pay the first $270. But this hospital is an inpatient provider. So, and so is he. So it shouldn't cost me a damn thing. So it the insurance shouldn't be my problem. So I don't know what in the hell the problem is.
You got to stop eating all the grilled cheese.
Yes, I know. And all
the
hamburgers and the fried chicken and the bacon and eggs and
Better take it real light until they know what's going on.
Yes, because yeah.
Don't watch any news. For goodness sakes, you'll probably drop dead if you watch the news.
Yeah, well, I was watching. I was looking heart symptoms up on the internet. And I'm reading my symptoms. God damn, I'm going to have a heart transplant. I think I got a bit carried away on the symptoms on the internet. So no, I don't know what. I'm not worried per se as such, but I am worried because they said they're call. So what do I do Monday? What I'm going to do is I'm going to call his office. It opens at 7:30 in the morning. I'm going to be on the phone calling up at 7:30 and saying, what in the hell is going on? If they couldn't fit me in Monday, that would have been fine. Just call me up and tell me it's going to be Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? I just want to know.
Stressing out a guy with heart problems.
Yes.
See that shit?
Yeah. Gun-loving grandpa, they will put you on a 2,000-calorie diet. Jesus, I eat 2,000 calories for breakfast.
Oh, boy.
I'm joking with that one, but 2,000 ain't enough for a man my size. See, that's where they go wrong with these people. They put me on these diets like that 2,000 calories. And I know they said that's what it should be and everything else, but I am so hungry, I feel sick. And I got to eat something. And normally when I eat something, I feel better.
I technically disagree with the 2,000 calories.
I mean, I don't mind.
Depends on lifestyle.
I mean, gradually get me down to 2,000, but don't put it on me on 2,000 day one. You know what I'm saying? You gradually cut it down. Because if your body's used to, I don't know how many calories I eat a day, but it's got to be more than 2,000, or otherwise I wouldn't be this fat. You know what I'm saying? So I think they should get me to tell them what I'm eating, work out how many calories roughly and then start cutting me down. Does this mean I got to give up going to Deb's Diner?
Well, 2,000 calories, isn't that a lot of plain lettuce?
Yeah,
I would ask the question for Rob, since
2,000 calories is eating salad for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
You can do a lot there, but like I said, I think that's 2,000 is just their kind of baseline. If you're active, a physical labor type person, that's nothing. Obviously, if you're not active, it's gonna stick to you. So, not a good thing. So, it's all on your lifestyle in a sense. So, I doubt they would shock you right down to 2,000 if you're, pulling in 4,000, 5,000 or something like that. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, you can do a bit. I mean, yeah, you're just gonna have to make a change, Rick. Told you, man.
Yeah.
You have to start eating mac and cheese,
Yeah,
less
no.
grilled cheese, all this Welch rabbit and stuff. You know.
Hey, that sound. I was going to have that for dinner tonight.
Hey, you got to keep it light.
What's wrong with cheese?
It's no good. No good. Not good right now.
Yeah. The gun snob says it's probably a bad idea for Rick to do this show. I've yet to see him do one and not get worked up. Yeah, you got a point. That's why I'm trying to, don't get me on the politics, please. The world.
You can still probably do dubs,
the country's falling apart, and I don't want to talk about it.
You have to be very selective what you eat, and you're gonna have to keep that in mind and be honest and not lie when you keep track of what you're eating.
True.
Because you're only cheating yourself. You cheat yourself to the grave. It ain't gonna do no good.
Vanessa's seeing the heart doctor on the 23rd. Yeah, but I mean, I've known people that have had stents. I mean, today it's real simple thing. They do it through your vein, either through your groin or through your. I mean, I was reading this particular hospital where they want me to go. They can do it through the upper arm into your heart to put a stent in. I love
time you go into a surgery, you're risking your life
too. The Gunsmob Dad probably has a chef salad. Oh God, I'm going to call it. I'm going to say, can I have a Rob salad, please?
Yeah, my stepdad had. I think he's got 3 stents, but he's had cancer twice. Actually, more than that because he's had a couple skin cancers. But he's extremely healthy. He's always works outside, very physical, but just genetics and all that stuff with that. But he went through I believe it was 3 stents.
Oh yeah. So anyway,
not fun.
So, but even right now, as I'm sitting here, I mean, I haven't hardly done anything for 2 days. I fed myself, took care of the cats, walk around, sit and watch YouTube and TV and stuff. But I really haven't done anything stressful. Put it this way. Keep control of the dust and the cat hair is a daily chore. I haven't done it for 2 days now, so it's building up. So I got to get it done, but I'm going to do it real slow, so I don't get myself all worked up and breathing hard. But I'm taking it easy. But I have noticed even while I'm sitting here, and I noticed this sitting in my recliner, I'm breathing normally. I said I breathe heavy anyway because ever since a kid I haven't been able to breathe through my nose properly. But they don't hurt, but my arms feel heavy. They really do. They feel, I don't know. And I think that's to do with blood flow, isn't it? And I think that's where the pain was coming from, was the blood wasn't getting into my arms. That's what I'm thinking anyway. So, yeah, walking is good for us, and I am walking. But the only problem is I got the great hips for it now because I got 2 new ones. But after a while, my back gives out.
Well,
but I did notice,
is that a part of it?
And I don't want to. I can walk further if I use my walking stick. Because, I don't know, it helps me stay straighter and my back doesn't hurt so much. So I might have to start taking that again with me if I go walking up and down the road again.
What about an indoor swimming pool?
I am, yes, Gun Snob, I am a diabetic. But my diabetes is, even the heart doctor looked at it. He said, you've got that well under control. So
I was wondering if with the hip change and all that stuff and your back being out, if that might lend something towards it being kinked or
could be.
I mean, I'm not one of those bone guys or any of that stuff,
yeah.
But I'm just wondering, since that it's been recent that your hips have been good and you can walk. I'm just wondering if there's other things like that might be pinched instead of blood flow, maybe a nerve thing.
Yeah. Even though, I mean, I'd been sitting, here you go. I mean, even when I was at the heart doctor's, they done a quick blood pressure thing on me, and I didn't think it was bad. Got it written right down here, 135/82. Is that good or bad? But it has, but it has been up to, when they've done it a few times, it's been up to 180, 190. But which is the worst number, the top one or the bottom one?
0.
G23 says, I'm eating chicken fried beef steak with hash browns and scrambled eggs with toast. Oh, man, you're making me hungry. Yeah, good. Oh. Yeah, that does sound good. Yeah. And it was Friday, for lunch at the diner was fried chicken. It was fried chicken, and I was thinking, how can I stop by and get some? But I didn't. Well, I lied. I did. I didn't want Rob to moan at me. Yes, I stopped and had 2 pieces of white fried chicken.
Oh, you done did it now. You see?
But
if you just would have had a damn salad, this wouldn't have been a problem.
Yeah. AR guns. Do you have a finger BPM and an oxygen device? No, but I do have I got to get some batteries because they died. But I do have a blood pressure machine here. One to wrap around my own arm and do my own blood pressure. But I got to get some batteries for it. I dug it out this morning and noticed that the batteries are dead in it, and I don't have any. I went to look, and my battery is empty. There ain't a battery in there. So there we go. But hang on, let's have a look. What you got here? My pulse was 94, and it's got BMI. I don't know what that stands for. Has me at 52.38. So there we go. So now I tell you how scared I got the other day. This was Tuesday before I went and saw the doctor Tuesday afternoon. Normally what happens is I'll come into that, I'll get all my stuff done, and when I'm ready to settle down, whether it's either afternoon or early evening, I lock my back door. Right? But I even got up and I unlocked it. Because I figured, well, if I got to call 911, how are they going to get in with being locked? I know they could bust it down, but why make it hard for them? That's how scared I was. So, anyway, I'm trying to stay calm here, guys. So what's new? What do you want to talk about? Guns? Anybody got any new guns? No?
No guns. Bunch of displays though.
Did you shift a few?
What's that?
Did you shift a few displays at the Rod of Iron or Iron of Rod or whatever it was festival?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that went good, huh?
I wouldn't say that.
Well, but it was your first year doing it, right?
Yeah, this has been the first year. Yeah. So,
well, if you do it again next year, people will say, "Oh, he was here last year, and he's still going."
Yeah, possibly. We'll see. So, definitely gonna make sure weather would be better for next year because that pretty much killed it this year, I think. So, unfortunately, but.
Oh, Two Live Move picked up a new Shield Plus today. Okay, sounds good.
Sounds real good.
Yeah. AR said he got his daughter shooting an AR-15 Tuesday. Yeah, I haven't shot mine. That happens to be on my R&L display wall mount behind us here. Then it looks sharp, Then, of course, the table. What would you call it? Table stand, desk stand.
Yeah, I called it table/desk stand.
Yeah, well, that's the part of it of the R&L display that's sitting on top of my toolbox behind me here. So you can either put it on either one. I just happen to like the wall mount because it makes it look like it's just floating in space there, just hanging, ready for me to grab it and shoot it, because it looks like it's got a magazine already in it. So, I think it's pretty good. So,
does look good back there.
Rob D made me buy a shield.
You'll thank me later.
There you go.
I like him. So I think he said he got the plus, I believe it was.
Yeah.
So that's just a little bit longer than the actual shield.
Yeah.
I don't think it's much longer. Probably comparable to the compact M&P 22, I'd assume.
This is a 9mm. I take it.
Actually, I don't think the slides. I think the same size. It's just the width of the grip is a little bit bigger. Because it'll fit the same. I think they fit the same holster.
Okay. So
the Shield Plus just adds rounds. That's all it is, I think.
Okay.
It's a little thicker.
My Shield, I completely I got to check and make sure it's there when I go out sometimes. It's always on, but that's how comfortable it gets. You don't even realize it's there. So I honestly think that's a sign of a good gun. It's like, yeah, crap. Do I even have it? Oh yeah, of course I do. So,
damn, Vanessa, you definitely do need to get checked out. Your pulse drops to you, and I begin blacking out. Jesus Christ, makes me sound like I'm healthy. You better take care of yourself. So, yeah, Two Live Moose said he got the 9mm. Yeah, that's another thing. I mean, it was funny when I went into the doctor, the heart doctor's office. They wanted me to raise my shirt up and so they can stick some monitor on me and shit. And so I pulled my shirt up, of course, and I got my leather holster on my side, no gun in it. I put the gun in the safe under my seat in my truck when I got there. And the girl looked at me and looked at it, and she didn't say a word. I don't know whether she was scared or what, but she didn't say, But that's just the way it is. I mean, I carry everywhere. I didn't carry inside. I mean, the reason I didn't carry inside is I've said this before. I always carry outside the waistband, and it's a leather holster. I mean, once the doctor says drop your pants before he can, grab you and go cough. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason I always leave it in the truck when I go inside the doctor's office. You never know. But otherwise, I wear it everywhere. I wear it into the post office. I wear it into the bank.
I thought that's why you do wear a gun in the doctor's office. Just in case he does say drop your pants and cough.
Yeah. But hey, I like him saying cough, Oh.
I actually went to the doctor this week. Last week I did blood test, and I went to a kid's birthday party last weekend, and they called me and said one of the kids was sick. And so, yeah, I went and was laughing at all those guys in line 2 hours to get tested. What a joke.
What for COVID?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Mr. Guns, good to see you. So.
Then I got negative. I don't win any damn thing.
No, No, you never win for being negative.
Yeah, I was just trying.
But I mean, Oh yeah, I would imagine that when I know when I finally get both doctors, you have to wear a mask to go in, and I'd already made my mind up that I wasn't going to do it no more, but my heart scared me, so I went back on my principles and put my mask on to go in and see the doctor because it scared me. It really did. So, because I'm thinking, I mean, I don't know if it scared. I wasn't. It. How can I put this? I wasn't scared, i.e., if something happened to me, i.e., I had a heart attack. I was scared of it happening with me being on my own and nobody knowing. If that makes sense, that's what scared me more than anything. Is that what happens to me and nobody knows because I'm here by myself and the cats are eating my eyeballs.
Fill out that application. Yeah.
Yes, I filled it off and sent it off, and I ain't heard a damn thing.
Right.
I think they're calling them. Monday or Tuesday to see if they make sure they got it. Because I ain't heard a damn thing. That's right. I'm reading what G23 is saying. So, all right. So, but I was looking. I mean, I'm still carrying my my EZ 380 Performance Center Gold pimp gun. I do like that gun, but I've been practicing because I said I had last time I shot it, I had trouble, and I figured out what it was. Well, put it this way: when I was dry firing, I wasn't hitting my. I started off, I wasn't hitting the target, but when I held, but I noticed I was holding it sort of like with my arm bent, but when I held my arm straight and looked down the sight, hit the target, dry firing, I hit the, with my laser, I hit the damn target dead center every time. So, was I doing that with my gun, just not holding it correctly, with my arms out? So, I don't know. But dry firing, and I've been hitting the target every goddamn time with that laser. So, hopefully, after I get this sorted out, I'll go over to my friend's house and try it again and see if I can get my mojo back where I used to be able to shoot okay.
When you're dry firing, you're using that laser target, or you're just using a spot on the wall?
I got the laser thing inside the firearm.
Yeah.
And I just like I aim at a doorknob or I aim at something.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you had that target that you're using the target.
I do have the target, but I don't use it that much. Because normally either what I do is I'll sit in my recliner and practice, and then like if I get up and go to the bathroom, I'll take it with me like I'm going around the house, heading to the bathroom, with it and shoot at stuff as I'm walking around. That's what I normally do. Play like a little big kid in the house, So, and occasionally what I'll do is as I'm walking, out of the dining room, living room thing into the hallway to go to the bathroom, and I'll see the cat. I'll aim it at the cat and shoot him as he's running across the hall, So that's the kind of stuff I do with it.
No wonder they're always attacking you.
So why? Because I'm shooting the laser at them.
Yeah, cats have feelings too,
Yeah, maybe they do. But hell, those cats are better taken care of than I am. I sacrifice some of my food to make sure they get food. That's I mean they're eating cans of wet cat food, right? While I'm eating ramen noodles. That's
maybe they smell that fried chicken.
What?
Maybe they smelt that fried chicken.
So that was good though. It was nice. It was nice and crispy.
Don't mind Rob. He's just here to bug you.
Yeah. But I did have. I mean, I ate. Was it last week? I ate 3 salads. So yeah, I don't shoot it at their eyes. That thing. I don't try to shoot them in the head with it. I shoot them in the body. So, and it's only a real flash of that laser. So
More salad. Gotta have more.
Yeah. So cheese is no good, huh?
I'd say you should take it light on anything like that and fried and all that until you get results back of what's actually going on.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to be starving for the next 2 days then, because I ain't got much healthy in my fridge or cupboards.
Yeah, be an excuse. Go take a ride.
Go
down, pick up something good. You do a Google search there, or I'm sure there's other people out in the chat here, probably Vanessa Kitty, maybe a couple others that already have a healthy heart diet, and might be able to give you some tips.
Hey, if they give me if I got to have a stent to open up an artery, then the problem's solved. I can keep on going.
No, that's bullshit. You're horrible. You're a horrible example. Damn it. Clean it up, man. Clean it up.
No. I mean, that's like, when you have high cholesterol, you take the medication, you're good to go.
It's like getting that lap band surgery and still ordering 5 Big Macs. It just defeats the point, man. Defeats the point.
I don't think I could eat 5. Might be able to do 2, but not 5.
Yeah, I could probably do 2 myself. Especially now, they're smaller and smaller. I mean,
yes, they are.
Hell.
I remember when it used to go to the window. It was fast, and they used to come in styrofoam container. Well,
they used to have the sign.
I don't know if they did over here, but I don't remember over here when I was a kid. But when I was growing up, and when they came to England in the 80s, McDonald's, they used to be styrofoam container the Big Mac came in.
I remember when they used to be beef.
Yeah, and they used to. Yeah, I've heard of the keto diet, but
I remember when they had the stickers on the window. Your order in 90 seconds or less, or something like that, or it's free. Yeah.
Yes, I remember those too.
You notice they took those down pretty damn quick.
They come down quick. Yeah. I mean, I was thinking, well, I could have an all meat diet, but then kind of look. You see the price of meat lately? That's why I wanted to grow my own chickens and hogs and shit. It's in the price of them. So I think you ought to get into that, Rob, at your place. Some chickens out in the backyard.
Oh gosh, don't say that.
I mean, kill 2. You got eggs and meat. Mind you, it is 2 different type of birds. But you can eat the egg-laying birds. Be a bit tough because an egg-laying bird's only good for about 2.5 years. Then its laying production goes down. But you can't really they're more of a boiling hen than I wouldn't, it's not a tender meat, but just for your info. But you can't eat it. So, but if you get Cornish crosses mailed to your house, 8 weeks, and they're up to 6 to 8 pound birds. In 8 weeks. Is it 8 weeks? I think it's 8 weeks or 12 weeks. I could be wrong. It might be 12 weeks. And you've got a bird ready to eat. So that's all you need. Then you put them in one of them little, you get yourself a little contraption to put them, you put them in. It doesn't have to be big. I've watched it on YouTube, so it must work. You put them in a
chicken tractor.
Yes, and you drag them and you move them across your yard every day. They fertilize it as they're going along. Keep going back and forth, and finish up near the house by the 12th week, so you don't have to walk far to slaughter them. And all you
it works.
Just slice the throat. What was that?
My dad and my stepmom, they have a farm, and they do that.
Yeah.
They do all sorts of that weird stuff. My stepmom thinks she's in the 1800s. She's totally fun with that. Self-sufficient, the goats, you name it, they do all that stuff.
No, well,
my dad's retired, so
Yeah, it's great. I would love to do it.
Well, they used to raise turkeys, and I had a turkey that I could not put in my oven. It was so big. It was. They do, which once they get that big, they're not that good, I don't think. But
no,
it was. I said, just give me the big one, because I was going to make it and bring it to some other family and stuff. And I got it, and I couldn't use it because it was too big. I ended up, cutting it in half. And
yeah,
I'm not a chef, but. Yeah.
Oh, G23 says, I heard Rob is afraid of live chickens. Is that true, Rob?
No. The lady's been bugging me about chickens for a while. So
there you go. You can build a chicken. You can build a chicken tractor to move them around, or you can build just a regular chicken coop for the layers in the backyard there. They don't even have to have much room. Chickens are very easy to do.
Man, I'd rather move first, get out of the city before I get involved, honestly.
Yeah.
And then I figured I'd just go over to roll calls and snag a couple of his when he wasn't looking.
Yeah. So you need to get out of the city, get you some chickens. Get maybe some a hog or two, because you can never have too much bacon, and then personally myself, I don't like eating lamb, but you could have yourself a couple of sheep, and I can't think of the name of it right now, but there was a couple of breeds that you don't have to shear. Their hair or wool or whatever you want to call it just falls off every summer. That's how they're done, so you don't have to mess with them.
Well, wool would be good, wouldn't it?
Well, if you want, but then you've got to come up with the expense of shearing them. But there's no money in wool right now, unfortunately, because of the Chinese.
You can still make your own stuff if you get like a loom or something.
Yeah, you could.
And wool products are pretty good. Keeping them dry is difficult at times, but other than that, if you can, it's kind of hard to beat in some cases, except for the weight. But
now, goats are good if you want to clear a place up that's overgrown with weeds and shit. Just put the goats out there, and they'll clean it up for you. I personally don't. I will eat lamb. I'm one of these guys, like I've told you before, with certain things, like even with mac and cheese. If you invited me to your house and you served it up to me, I'll eat it. But you won't find lamb or mac and cheese in my house. But I think what puts me off a lamb more than why I can eat it if I went to your house is I personally can't stand the smell of it when it's cooking. Lamb to me just has a horrible smell to it. I don't know why. But the funny thing is, I know I'm just rambling on here. When I was in my younger days, well, how old was I? Late 20s, early 30s. I got to think now. Can't remember. And everybody knows I was a meat cutter. I personally won a competition for the best cut lamb. And I can't stand this stuff, but there we go. So you could do all that. See, that's why I want to do all that stuff. Because back to what I originally said, I love to go on an all meat diet, but the price of meat today is outrageous.
I don't know if an all meat diet's really a good thing, though. But honestly, everything in moderation, just completely switching, that's like completely ditching meat. That's not probably a good thing either. So I'd be cautious, man. Be cautious.
Yeah. The Gunsnob said, my uncle just raised some sheep for meat, and after he had them butchered, it came out to costing him $20 a pound for the meat. Now, if he fed them on grass only, and they were grass raised, you can get that price, to sell it, because people pay big money for grass-fed animal meat. OG23 says, I will have you over for dinner and I will cook lamb with mac and cheese and a chef salad. Yeah. 10 pounds of chicken wings on the smoker and a 4-pound tri-tip. Oh, yeah. That's the way to live. But anyway, I'm just rambling on, guys, because I got nothing. You guys are not saying much. You guys are.
Well, we don't want to stress you out.
Keep me calm, aren't you? Stop me from stressing.
Well, I'm working on some test grips for my para ordnance. I had a custom grip maker guy contact me and send me some. I guess they're just just start the shape and to make sure that they fit well and kind of going back and forth. It's pretty interesting. So that's going to be coming up eventually.
Okay, all right. Oh, the Gunsnob says nothing fed grass is worth eating. Grain fed is the only way meat is any good. Hey, I'm not arguing with you, but I remember years ago in the meat trade, you couldn't give grass fed away. Now it's the in thing because it's lean, it's healthier, it's dark, it's a darker, leaner meat by grass fed. It's
definitely a different taste.
Yes, it is a different taste.
And if I had to choose, I'd probably go with the regular stuff, honestly, myself. Yeah. And that may not be the best way to go, but it's just, all my life, that's what meat was supposed to taste like. So, I don't know.
I agree with
you. Now, what about squirrels? Since they eat squirrels?
I got my squirrels in the freezer.
Oh, see, they call that meat.
I was gonna fry them.
Shot hammy.
I was gonna take the squirrels, put them in flour, throw them and fry them. But
now, how is that with small game in your area? Is that something that with your cousins and stuff you can, besides squirrel, dove or bird or anything like that?
What about the doves? It's dove season. I don't know if it's still dove season, But dove season was just a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I just mean like the small game stuff like that. Are you interested in doing any of that stuff?
Yeah,
I mean, does your cousins do that?
Yeah, my cousins do it.
What about your buddies Debs?
A couple of my cousins do it all, from small game to big stuff. They go all the way from the little squirrels all the way up to shooting deers, So they'll do the turkey, then when deer season in, they swap over to deers. They're so fanatical, they do the bow. I think bow with the deer comes first. Then is it muzzle loader next? Then after that, it's firearm. They do all three. They're into it big time. So yeah. Oh.
I just mentioned you could get your
squirrels eat nuts, much like Mystic. That's from the Gun Snob. That's what I was thinking there, Mystic Guns. Wow. So he's in for a tough evening. When you get him off the internet.
Snob's got a big night planned.
Yeah.
So he shouldn't be on the internet tonight.
Well, yeah, I don't
soaking it up. Bubbling in the tub.
No, he ain't gonna be bubbling in the tub with Mystic. Well, after what you just said,
That's foreplay for them.
Oh, no. Yeah. So no, I mean, I would do all that stuff, but I'm a newbie. I when it comes to hunting and stuff, I have no clue what I'm doing. So that's why I don't go out and do it by myself, because I have no clue. And
I show up and do it, man. Show up over at your buddies and do it. Do something to get active, get you out walking around.
Yeah, well, I want to go out walking around the woods and stuff. I want to go Bigfoot hunting.
Well,
not
better work up to that.
Not to shoot one, just to see if I can find one.
Yeah, right now, if you see one, you might have a heart attack. So
yes,
you better get working up to that.
Because I've been keeping check. They've been sighting Sasquatch in Kentucky. They've been sighting Sasquatch up in Illinois. Then you got the Ohio Grassman. That's what they call the Bigfoot, right? So Indiana's got to have some. If you're surrounded by them, you got to have them. So just saying. Yeah, but anyway, hey, John Brown,
cold out.
How you doing? Do what?
If it's cold and you go in the woods, just bring like king size Snickers. So worst come to worst, if you come across one, give him the damn Snickers and back away.
Yeah.
And he should at least be happy.
Yeah. You're right. But the only problem with that is I'm almost going to eat the Snickers before I find him.
Nah, yeah, see, then you'll smell like a Snickers. That ain't good.
So. Jerry Parker, South Carolina, the Lizard Man. Isn't that Night Strike? Isn't he from South Carolina? Yeah. I shouldn't say things like that. So
you're funny.
G23, Rob talks to Sasquatch. Yeah, because out where you shoot is very squatchy. You know?
Yeah, I look all the time when I'm out in the woods. I'm always looking in the woods. You never know, man. Never know.
You never know. They say they're one of the best people. They can, I mean, because of the way they're coloring, they could be standing just a few feet from you and not moving. You won't even see them. You'll walk right past. You know?
So, yeah, I really like those earmuffs, those walkers. What are they? Walker something. Walker razors. Throwing those on out there, man, you can hear stuff, all over the place. It might freak somebody out at night because you just hear too damn much. But you'll definitely know somebody's creeping up on you.
Yeah.
In theory, unless they're doing that little spider monkey thing that people say they do.
Yeah. Oh, it's almost 4:00, so it's quiz time. Did you know I haven't had one entry yet? Mind you, the quiz isn't until next Saturday anyway.
Are you sure?
I don't remember.
Oh, is this a new one?
This was the new one. Because Night Strike won the old one. The last one.
Oh, about the $6 million man?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, I'm surprised. I mean, did you see how much John Wayne's gun went for? I think it was $500,000, $500,000. The one he used in True Grit.
Yeah.
You know?
You mean that one-eyed fat man?
Yeah. John Brown Productions. How are you? I'm fine. Well, you should have been here a little earlier. I've got to go to the hospital. When? I'm assuming, I reckon it'll be Tuesday now. But they got to do that thing where they pump dye into your heart to see if I got any blocked valves or whatever. I'll be told to take it easy this weekend. Don't do anything too stressful. So that's why you don't hear me screaming and yelling, about Joe Biden, and you don't hear me chanting, "Let's go, Brandon."
I had a question about that. Is that the stuff that you drink? It's like radioactive, and then they scan you. Because I did that with when I went in for surgery on my eyes. They make you drink that little shot glass of toxic waste or whatever, and then they scan you, and it shows you all your. Oh, okay.
No, this is.
I don't know what that was.
Blind people.
Yeah, yeah.
No, they shoot it through your veins with a needle.
Okay. Well, this stuff, you drink it, and then you sat there for a little bit, and then it worked its way through. I guess I don't know.
I know. I've heard of it. I've heard of it, but I've never done it.
Okay.
No, but he explained to me they actually put it through my wrist, and as it goes up, they said the actual procedure only takes about 30 minutes for the dye to get up into your heart and shit, and they take an X-ray or whatever they do with it, but it's getting prepped for it before and after what takes so long. You're actually prepping for it, then after you have it done, and then they making sure you're all okay before you leave takes longer than the actual procedure itself. So there we go. Anyway, the quiz. I said this is for next Saturday, and it's some patches and some stickers. And Gun Loving Grandpa said you're throwing another 6-inch steel target. So, and the question I thought was real easy. And my question was, I wanted to know who and where the first recognized as the first train robbery in the United States. Not during wartime. So that's all I want to know. Email me at rickslife@gmail.com or spottedrick@gmail.com. Oh, Two Live Move. You have any questions on any medical imaging? Then ask me. I've been in it for 31 years. Well, isn't that what they do with your heart when they pump it full of dye? Take an image of it or an X-ray of it or something? Because they got to be able to see the dye for somehow.
Yeah, I think that's that radioactive stuff, and that's why you wait so long afterwards. They want to make sure you're not glowing.
Oh, they pump me full.
I think they can do it. I think they can do it with a regular. What is it? Same thing as they use for
MRI?
the pregnancies. Yeah.
Ultrasound.
Yeah, ultrasound. I'm pretty sure where you can see the oxygen in like blue and like the different colors and whatnot. And valves opening and if they're leaking and all that stuff. I'm pretty sure you can get most of that just from that basic MRI.
Well, I said that he told me they're going to be shooting me full of dye so they can check it out. Personally, I'm hoping, and Patriot hit on it at the beginning, I'm hoping, like he said, the first one, the symptoms are caused by something else. That's the one I'm hoping for. Or either I'm going to need a stent, whatever how you pronounce it, or heart surgery. If it's out of those two, I'd rather have a stent than heart surgery. Yeah. So, yeah, because left heart catheterization, isn't that what it's called? That when they put the dye in you. So, I think that's what they call it. It's abbreviated here, but I think that's the word he used when he was telling me about it. So, all right. But what I forgot to ask him was, I mean, say I do need one of those things in my heart to keep it open, keep my artery open. Do I have to go back and go through it all again, or can they do it right then and there while they're already in there? Because they do that now they can even do that now by going through your arm to put one in. Normally, they used to be you had to go through your groin and up to your heart to put a stent in. Now they can do it by going through your arm. So this is what I'm reading on the internet. So I don't know how truthful that part is, but
I'm no doctor, but I think if they seen you to be safe enough, to do the surgery, they thought it was to your benefit, or else. And they did come across another problem like that, I would think they would probably just address it or contact your not next of kin, your cousin or whoever's there to speak for you when you're down if anything comes up, and run it by them. So it might be something you want to talk to, I assume, your cousin about before you go, what you are willing to do and maybe what you're not, just in case.
Yeah. Two Live Move. For a heart cat, they use iodinated, is that how you pronounce it? Contrast dye. Looks at your coronary arteries and heart chambers. Yeah, that's what they're doing. So. All right, thanks, AR. Yeah, so gun loving grandpa, they don't do it. Then they won't do it. I have to go back and have it done a second time. That's a shame. To me, if they're already working on me, go ahead and do it. But it might be. It could be a whole different setup. So I can understand doing it at a different time.
I would think, well, you're already in there causing inflammation or anything like that. That would probably be the time, but maybe it would be too much stress or something.
Yeah,
or maybe it's an insurance thing. They get paid more to start.
Yeah, it could be an insurance thing. It could be
from A, who knows?
They're doing it in a. I don't think they shoot the dye in an actual operating theater. I don't know how it works. You know what I'm saying? So. Anyway, it's just a thought I had.
I think
I thought to myself, if you're in there and I need a stent, go ahead and put one in there. But it might be a different. All they're doing is shooting dye at me. When they put one of those in, they put some sort of on the end of a piece of like a wire they move around inside to it, goes to where you want it, then they let go and pull it back out type thing.
I think the guy or lady taking the pictures is not usually, or it might not be the same as the surgeon that's actually going to go in.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they're just taking pictures from the outside and not, there's no incisions or anything like that. So, that's probably a scheduling issue and not, hey, we got to look at this and we have to have somebody actually look at these things and decide what's going on before.
Trying to degrade me to a photographer. Is that what's going on now?
Yeah. Do what now? Sorry, I was checking my email. Somebody was entering the quiz. Sorry. So, Jerry said they checked my heart out with a CT scan. Okay, 2 Live Moo. An interventional cardiologist will do both. Well, I know this doctor's a cardiologist. I know that much.
They check Rob's heart by giving him the bill.
Yeah, that'll
do it.
Making more out of it than it was. But when I was at the doctor's office, telling him I made this appointment because I explained the symptoms to him, I said, and it got me worried. He checked me over, and he said, "Let me call this guy." So he came back in after about 5 minutes. He said, "We want you to." He's over and he normally has an office in Jasper, but this particular day he spends one day over in a town called French Lick. He said he's over there. It's about 30 minutes from here. Can you get there now? He says he wants to see you today, right? So to me, I mean, that's what I don't understand, why they didn't schedule me. Because to me, it sounds like it was important that they wanted to see me today, so.
They want to secure that visit money,
But anyway.
Then make an assessment.
I'm very disappointed in all you guys when I mentioned French Lick. You don't know what it's famous for. You don't, do you?
Yeah, we've all been there drunk, but
no.
What's
Well,
your
French
point?
Lick is the hometown of Larry Bird, the basketball player who played for the Celtics way back
when. Okay.
Yeah. One of my cousins, I don't know if she was with him or she was with the other guy, but there was a double date, and he was one of the guys in the double date. I can't remember all the story, but yeah. So it's going way back, in the 70s. So.
Does your cousin look like you?
No, she's good looking.
Oh, okay. Oh, it might have been her
then. Oh, you can watch it on the monitor when they shoot the dye in you, and your lips will feel hot. Why will my lips feel hot? So, all right. So I've got through this just rambling on about my health issues with you guys and other things, and tried to stay stress free. And I thought I've done a pretty good job so far. Stayed off of politics, except for my "Let's Go Brandon" statement, So, which I think, did you see that YouTube? Was it YouTube or that video? I don't know if it was YouTube or on Instagram or whatever, where the 3 kids were starting that race, and they go, "Start your engines," and the little kid goes, "Let's go, Brandon," over the microphone for the whole stadium. I thought it was kind of cool. So I thought it was funny. But
Didn't see it.
It's
probably funny, but yeah, I don't know. People influencing their stuff on kids, I've always been a little iffy about. I think everybody should make your own choice. Shouldn't be forced upon you.
Yeah, but and also more than likely the kid doesn't understand what it's meant.
Yeah, exactly. So he's being used as a pawn.
Yeah.
For a joke. So yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I get it's funny. I know, but there's two sides to everything.
Yeah. Oh, Two Live Moose said the dye can sometimes make you feel warm in weird places. Oh, okay. All right. Damn. It might be radioactive. Gonna need a Geiger counter when I get out of there.
Spider-Man. Saying might happen.
Okay, AR, appreciate it. So, yeah, isn't that what happened to Spider-Man? Didn't he get radioactive or whatever?
Yeah, well, that's Spider. At least
he got bit by a spider in a museum.
Yeah, it was radioactive. Come on.
I thought it was too. I thought
in a lab.
I thought the spider was in a lab and he got zapped. Then he bit him. Or did I read the wrong comic? I don't remember now.
I don't know.
Yeah, but I did watch whatchamacallit on Disney Plus the other day because they've released it now. You don't have to pay the extra $30 to watch it. The new the Black Widow movie. The one Joanne Hansen, whatever her name is. Yeah, so it was all right, but I mean, it's kind of weird putting a movie out about her after we've seen her die in the end game. You know what I'm saying?
Did that with Han Solo too.
Yeah.
So she's typecast to you, huh? You just can't envision her in anything else anymore.
Man.
Oh, it's the same character.
Yeah.
It's just
I mean,
early one.
But that's she's the only. I mean, that particular character is the only character I've ever seen her in. I've never seen her in any other. I haven't gone looking to see what else she's done. That's all I've ever seen her in is the Marvel movies. So.
I watched a pretty interesting little mini series on horrible Netflix. The Serpent. It's based on a true story. The dialogue is made up, but the events. It covers over in Southeast Asia. Basically, a guy pretending to be a gem salesman. Suckers all these hippies in the, I guess, 75, 76, back in those old days. Drugs them and steals their passports and travels all over, and it's pretty interesting. I've been, they're showing, I guess it's filmed in Thailand, but Thailand and Kathmandu and all those areas over there. It's interesting because there's a lot of laws now that kind of stem from that, but it tracks this guy down. It's pretty interesting.
Oh, Two Live Moose said it's not radioactive, the dye.
No.
But the spider was that bit Spider-Man. Yes. So there you go. All right. Anyway, so that's where we're at right now with my health scare that I had and I'm in the middle of, So I mean, I hope I don't have the tightening in the arms or anything this weekend. But it was scary when it's happened to me before. A couple of last month, it happened to me once. The months before, it's happened. It's happened, but to have it happen sort of like twice within the same hour scared the shit out of me. Like last month and the month before, I put it down to I thought, oh, maybe my sugar is out of whack. Didn't think nothing of it. But this last time, it got me worried. So,
how are you picking up your hair?
Do what?
How are you picking up your hair, in a sense, your cat hair? You said this happened when you were, trying to clean up the cat hair and stuff.
Oh, I'm vacuuming or sweeping is what I'm doing, and dusting is the housework I'm doing. Because I can vacuum and dust, then the next day it doesn't even look like I done it. Because
cats. I was just hoping you weren't.
They're shedding hair all the time.
Just hoping you weren't crawling around with a lint roller or something.
No. Oh no,
that's probably doing it.
I can get down on the ground, but it's hard getting back up, even with the new hips. It's the back.
You got a vacuum with the detachment that comes off and has the miniature vacuum on it.
I try to do everything without getting down too low.
Yeah.
But I know what you're saying. Get down low and stand back up.
Yeah. Well, some of the vacuums now, they kind of market them towards pet owners where they have a little arm or whatever. It's like a miniature vacuum head for your furniture.
I got one of those.
Okay. Yeah. They work well. They're fussy. Like if you use them daily, you're supposed to do that. After a few months, they get fussy, but you can normally clean them out pretty good, tap them out. It doesn't take too long, and they work pretty well.
But, that's what I was doing when I was doing it. I don't have a big place, but doing that, walking around, and as I said, I'm overweight anyway, which we all know. I got a bad back, and I can't breathe through my nose. I've never been able to, because when I was a kid, they were going to stick something up my nose. I think it was to cauterize it, or I don't know what it was, to clear before I could breathe better. And I wouldn't let them do it. I refused when I was a kid. My mother said I screamed the place down. I wouldn't let them touch me. So it never got done, and that's why I breathe heavy. Some people have heard me, and they wonder if I'm asthmatic because I can breathe that heavy. I don't even hear it, but that's what they claim. So I'm breathing heavy. I'm overweight, so I got my new hips. I told you I was all out of shape. So doing the housework, cleaning, is exertion for me right now, and that's what caused me to sit down. Then all of a sudden, my heart was having trouble pumping my blood around. That's what I'm thinking. So if they want to do that on my, told me to take it easy this weekend, and they were going to get me there in on Monday, but they somehow screwed up. So I don't know. But I did tell you I sent him a message, right? Oh, because I don't know if I said this. They got one of those my chart thing at the hospital that has all my info on it, and it even had the doctor there saying, requesting this procedure, right? What you call it, and we know they have because the hospital has my name listed to have it done, but it has no time. So we know my name's there, but it said, do you need to send a message? So I clicked yes. So I sent a message to the doctor saying, hey, what happened? I thought you said you were going to book me in on Monday. I ain't heard anything yet. But he's on call this weekend, so hopefully he'll check his messages.
Yeah, call the first doctor back up and tell him, ask him for a referral for another doctor, and then wait 10 minutes, and the second doctor will call you right back.
More likely will. Yeah, but I mean, there's nobody around on the weekend.
That's not the point.
You call their offices and they. But I'm going to call them. I mean, if I don't hear anything today or tomorrow from the hospital or what time to get there, I'll start calling at 7:30 in the morning to find out what's going on. So, because I mean, I need to know if I'm going in Monday or not. Because, I mean, can I eat or not eat? I don't know. So I know you can't eat if you're going in for a thing, but if I'm not going in, why am I going to torture myself by not eating?
The other thing is, if there's an appointment at 7:30, you can call before then. Being a hospital is not like a doctor's office that only opens at 9 or whatever.
Yeah.
So you might be able to call earlier. Because obviously, if your appointment was at 7:30 or that 10:30 or whatever it was, 11:30.
There was one
that
at
lady
7,
would have
one at
mentioned
9.
Okay.
He had 2 scheduled for tomorrow, for Monday morning. One at 9 a.m. and one at 7. Was it 7? Yeah, one at 7 and one at 9. Then my name was third, but it doesn't have the times filled in or anything, and the other information that the other 2 have. Of course, she didn't tell me what they had, but she said, all we've got is your name on there, but nothing else. So, OG23 says, oh, you're supposed to be there at 6 a.m. Monday. I forgot to mention. They called me. Yeah, so. Anyway, I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to go find myself something else to eat now that I've been told I can't eat my cheese. So let me go see what I got that's healthy-ish. I might end up with some ramen noodles. I don't know if they're healthy or not, but they're in chicken flavor. It's not real chicken; it's chicken flavor. So.
Probably not.
So, hey, Jason Stewart, how you doing? Where you been? Out buying more Berettas? Yeah. Oh. All right. Anyway, New York Outcast, do you have any shout outs or plugs?
Sure. Threw some videos up if anybody's interested and missed them. What was it about? Oh, Rod of Iron Festival. So if you wanted to check it out, please do. Also, one of a sale that's going on at R&L Displays, 25% off. Yeah, it's a biggie. So,
that's a better discount than using my name.
Yeah, I don't know what more I can do. I like you people. So and giving gifts out too. So jump in now.
Oh, the Misfit Darling. Ramen noodles are packed with sodium. No good for the heart problems. God dang, you guys are making my life miserable here. You really are. Yeah. So, anyway, Patriot, you got anything? Any plugs, shout outs?
I just make it a good day, and everybody that's out there that pays taxes, which is probably, it should be all of you. Make sure you pay attention, even if you don't have kids, to your local area as far as school boards and all that stuff, because it is important, and they do sneak stuff by. I've found some local things that are going on that I don't care for. You can look into that, but if it's important to you, you should take a look and read a book.
Yeah. Don't cause too much trouble because you'll be arrested by the FBI.
No,
pull them out. Yeah. Tighten the belt, get rid of the iPhone or your next vacation and put them in private school or do it yourself. Kids are the future. Don't take the easy way.
And even if you don't have kids or you're taking them out and they're in private schools, it's still important because there's a lot of people that don't do that. And there's a lot of cannon fodder that are going through these public schools that don't have parents that give a shit or neighbors that really care. So if you care for your country, then you should do.
That's right, because the kids are the people that can.
Because
can make the change.
It doesn't matter if you and all your friends have perfect kids; they still have to deal with all those other bums out there. So.
Yeah.
Anyways, make it a great weekend.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's
right.
all
I got. Glad to see you back, Rick.
Yeah.
We're happy.
And hopefully I'll be back on Wednesday. If I don't have to do anything, go in or anything like that. I'll try to, if I'm not here Wednesday, you know what's happened. I've had to take care of the, whatever it was, but I'll try to let you guys know. So, all right, everybody. I want to say thank you for stopping by, listening to me talk about all my medical problems. And I give you permission because I know we're, with the HIPAA thing, I can talk about it, but the doctor can't unless I give him permission. So there we go. I think that's how it works. I don't give a shit, to be honest with you. I'm an open book anyway. Jason's car lost his power steering on the way home. That sucks.
You don't need that crap. It's only important.
Not bad unless you're stopped.
G23 says private schools don't mean less indoctrination. Religious schools are better. Yeah.
Doesn't matter where you're at, you still have to pay attention.
You do. And guaranteed, if anybody out there who has college age children, if your children are conservative, guaranteed they will come back liberal and go into college.
And it doesn't just have to deal with schools. You get a job, you can be indoctrinated just the same. So you guys got to stick around to Rick's chats and get indoctrinated right.
That's right. I know I haven't been on a tear today because I've been told to take it easy this weekend. So you can chalk this up as, Rick was very calm today.
Thanks, Rob.
So anyway, I want to say thank you to everybody for being here. I really do appreciate it. And I will be back, hopefully, on Wednesday at 7 p.m. If I'm not, I will try to get a little message out to you guys like I did last time. But if not, I will see you all on Wednesday at 7 p.m. So good afternoon, everybody. See you later.
Bye, Sabrina. Let's go, Brandon.
Eat a salad.